Okay, everybody, so here's my thing. Lately I've been hearing a lot about black fatigue, and I get it. You see a lot of black YouTubers talking about this, talking about how they don't relate to that culture. And I just want to say this. It's really not black fatigue, is it? Isn't it? Sorry. Isn't it really more of self-centered asshole fatigue that we all have? I have noticed since COVID that people in general, it's more prolific. It's more all over the place. It's in more situations. Less turn signals, less tendency to drive inside their lanes, which may be a metaphor for other things, that there's less tendency to stay in a lane about. But really I'm talking about, I don't know if it's really an increase in self-centeredness and rudeness, lack of compassion, understanding, or concern about our fellow human beings, but it's more out in your face now. It's everywhere. It's like, okay, I'm not going to go to this grocery store anymore because every time I go in there, somebody's being arrested by the police for acting insane. Oh, it must be Wednesday at noon. There's a fight in aisle 7 or whatever. Somebody's being disruptive, rude, bumping into you. It's just more pronounced. I ask myself sometimes, would I prefer people just be fake polite? Or do I wish people would be genuinely polite and concerned about others? I think the answer is that I would prefer that they be genuine in politeness and concern about others. But honestly, at this point, if they can fake it or fake it till they make it, I don't care. I'm hoping that it's not really an increase. I'm hoping that it's more of a divide. It's not who's the jerk. It's not what religion. It's not what color, what sex, what sexual orientation. It's not country, nationality, any of those things. I think we need to, as a whole, identify less. Identify with things. Now, if you look at me, you're going to see right away that I am a white woman. I'm an extremely white woman, right? And there are plenty of white women that do things that I would never do, or feel a way that I would never feel. So I don't really take that upon myself when I see other white women behaving in a certain way, like a jerk to others. But I don't like it. So I think it's interesting, and obviously we have to identify as something. We're here with an ego, an identity, how we see ourselves and how we're seen by others. And we have no choice. That's what we have to work with. And so my preference is the usual: peace, love, and harmony. I really, and I mean really, don't get why we don't have that in the world. Why there are still people who insist on dominating, being over, going first, being the main character at all times. I don't really get it. But I just want to say it's not women, men. I see a lot of stuff on YouTube about, the modern women, Gen X, Gen Z, generation, whatever the age, whatever the identification. It's not that. I think, honestly, there are only two general trends among humans. and that is people that have a tendency, for the most part, to be cooperative people. They display characteristics such as politeness, respect of boundaries, the simple things that make everyone's life easier. And then you have the other tendency, and I don't know where this tendency starts in somebody's life, where it's the main character syndrome, which of course is not to say that you don't need to care for yourself. We all know that by now. But it's the main character syndrome, the lack of personal responsibility, etc., etc. And all of those things could be in any religious, national, cultural, skin tone, whatever group. As I said, I think there are only two main ways that people are being at this point. Some people talk about this as a big separation. I don't know. But I just think, we've known for a very long time that this treating other people poorly just doesn't work. Now, immediately, I think of the fact that this is a top-down situation, that I think people are meant, or their natural disposition, and if it's not natural, it's easily learned, because to be cooperative rather than seeking dominance over people is really good for self-preservation. So think of it as selfish if you need to. But anyway, that's all I want to say. It's not Black fatigue, modern women fatigue, Gen X fatigue, or any other kind of fatigue except for fatigue of the non-cooperative humans. And by the way, I think fairly soon we're going to really need to take a look at cooperative beings, because I think there are beings around, right, that we haven't talked about too much. But I think we're going to need to use the same discernment when we interact with the possibilities of other beings, whether they're other dimensional, whether they're from outer space, in the earth, lost continents, whatever it is. We need to be concerned about discernment, cooperation with those who also want to cooperate, and then finally, what do we do about these jerks? I'll let you think about that. Have a great day.